Ohio, or whatever the weebs say. Yeah, so there seems to be some weird anticipation for my Weebix video, which is, Luhrix, aka Liam, aka Lerix, aka Lords of Ray, whatever new word or weird iteration of his name he wants to make. To be honest, it comes off as like, please, Sen, rip the band-aid off already. I don't want my hero to look bad. Well, I'm sorry to say this is going to be a very, very slow burn. I think that's the reference I'm looking for. Mainly, I'm going to make this not, there's this misconception of doing this for truth and justice, like all the other pretenders. I'm not doing this for truth and justice. I'm just doing it because it's funny. And it's funny to trample on people's feelings that think Lerix is worth a damn. It's also funny to trample on himself because he's just a really, really shitty person. And he hasn't really learned this lesson. He still thinks he could go around making fun of people while he doesn't address why he liked these little girls. The little anime girls. And before the weebs or the lolicons or the anime fans come to his defense, don't. The reason I'm telling you this is not because it's a me versus you mentality like it is with Reb. Quite frankly, I'm almost beyond not even caring about what you guys fuck with. Because it's like, what the fuck am I gonna do about it, right? It's like, the way these E-celebs have had all these skeletons in their fucking closet, and I'm not even talking about, like, people you would expect it from. I'm talking about, like, these people that are supposed to be symbols of praise. It's like, what else, man? Like, what, I'm at a point where I'm beyond caring, and seeing as how Reb says Disu's community has more consistency than the commentary community, the shithole, and Lerix's community for that matter, I don't see a reason to bash you guys for that right now, if not maybe ever. I have to come back to that. But the point is, if you're an anime fan, a lolicon, any type of that, don't show this man sympathy because I will show you why he doesn't deserve any. He doesn't like any of you. He looks down on you even worse than I do. The fact of the matter is, he lives a lie. And that's what it comes down to. He lives a lie. He rubs shoulders with all the people that look down on you, like Nicholas Diorio, who I'm sure you've heard plenty of stuff about. But doesn't just limit that to that. I mean, it's pretty much generally all of commentary. I know it's surprising that the big round Diorio doesn't encompass all of that by his over-the-top weight. But you get it. Anime fans, lolicon should not defend Lerix because he hasn't earned it at all. He's consistently spitting in your face and denying the reality. And the reality is he's been caught in 4K with lolicon, a lot of lolicon that he's had to delete. And that, or lolly, I'm sorry, I need to get back into these weird terminologies, lolly. By that, I would classify Lerix a lolicon because he's been caught with this multiple times, a lot of times in 4K video. I'm not talking about cheaply edited screenshots to be like, oh, this is Sen because it says Sen in this quote tag, that means it's Sen. No, I'm talking that unlike those idiots, I went the extra mile, we went the extra mile, we got the video fucking proof of Liam, aka Lerix, consuming this kind of content. And it's weird that all of a sudden the defenses go from like, Sen, you can't prove that, to I'm like, here's the video, here's the evidence, I can prove it, to then all of a sudden the goalpost shifts to, oh, it's not sexualized, therefore it's okay, it's just cringe. It's like, you guys are pathetic. Like, you are the reason I look down on so many commenters or call them chatters, because you guys are pathetic. Okay, simply put, you're pathetic. You're going and you're grasping at straws. You're shifting the goalposts because you don't want to see Lerix be a pathetic piece of shit again.
This is fucking insane.
Is it like some naked lolly?
Like
what is
porn on Twitter? I don't like that shit. Like I've never liked lolly porn.
Nobody. Wait, who's saying? Who did I not just say that you didn't like lolly?
What is the picture then?
But you're fucking censoring it as if it's actually naked. Like this is the impression it gives.
Well, yes, isn't it? I'm not saying that's an underage person. I'm just saying that is that not a sexual image of an anime person?
That's not an adult, Aiden. Like that's not an adult. No.
That's so not an adult.
Is this like porn of like a child or something? I don't understand. What is the?
No, it's because he censored it, so it's.
I don't feel comfortable having this.
Okay.
What is it?
This dude just had the ultimate Freudian slip and said, It's not an adult.
Like, that's not an adult. No.
Like, Diorio, fucking his history, his repeatedly calling people pedophiles for liking the shit that Lerix is like, for much less, by the way. Much less. That's one of the key points here. Diorio will straight up call any anime fan that has a cutesy anime chick, you know, a pedophile. But for Lerix, he seems to be, you know, having amnesia, early Alzheimer's, if you will, right? The fat has, you know, professionally circulated to his fucking head. And then all of a sudden he forgets. He's like, oh, I don't know. I just got the next Oreo in my head. It's like, motherfucker, you're you're slimy as fuck. There's a reason why I compared you to Tech, bro. It's just that unlike Tech, you couldn't beat him. And we already know, and it's sad, it's very pathetic, and I do take your side with Tech. Well, at the end of the day, man, I digress. There's the weird anticipation coming along with the Lerix video, but I just want to fill you guys in and get a couple thoughts out there. It's going to be a slow burn, and it's going to be whenever I want it out. It's going to be whenever I find it in, not really my interest, but my desire to put it out and make fun of somebody, most particularly somebody that deserves it. Again, it's like, my dude, how are you going around on a stream trying to make fun of Smaggledaggle, making some weird fucking jokes about him being a P3EO when you yourself are liking little anime children? And I know some people are gonna be like, you're really disingenuous for labeling it like that. It's like, no, I'm just copying commentary. That's what they do all the time.
If you see a depiction of a character and you know that that is a child, or know that it's lolicon, and you jack off,
it's a fictional drawing. There is no child
so
involved.
So why do you do you not know what
it
the word
doesn't
depiction
exist.
means? Wait, does he not know what the word depiction means?
You literally call it a depiction of a child. That
means
means that it is depicting a child.
Yeah, what do you think the word depiction means?
All the likes your friend Lerix had on Twitter before he deleted that account.
Cesspool. Like, it's insane to me how this shit is not being called out by somebody else yet. Because it is beyond weird. It's just, like, kind of sick even. Like, I look at this shit and I get uncomfortable as fuck. This isn't me trying to, like, moral grandstand or whatever or anything like that, but this is the same guy that calls out other people and calls them gay, cringe, losers. And meanwhile, he's liking cute anime cat girls online.
Is this image lolly? And if so, why? And some of the people having these conversations were starting to present an opinion of my friend in a negative light because of this picture being in her Twitter likes.
We'll get to the little commentary orbiter spurgs another day, but I just want to quickly say that it's really funny that they want to make a big deal out of one like of a lolly that wasn't sexualized. Meanwhile, they're running defense for Liam. A good over 1,000 likes of not safe for work lollies and safe for work lollies. See, the entire point here is not so much to be like, which by the way, you should never victimize Luhrix the way he acts. Never do that. But the entire point here is showing you guys how you've been so bad fate to these people for years. You've been so bad fate to anime people, to anime fans, to, fuck, dare I even say it, the lolicons, man. He's so fucking weird, like, little fucking wordplay that you guys do. And meanwhile, there's a perfectly fresh Lerix right there who deserves all that treatment. And yet you guys are so fucking spineless, whether it's for your stupid little network, whether it's because you're a fucking casual chatter that's not worth the shit, and you just want him to be the next Augie for some reason. By the way, Augie never reviewed ecchi 12-year-old anime. I just want to point that out. But whatever the case may be, dude, it's really fucking sad. I think we've hit a layer of weirdness to where Reb says D-Suit deserves more fucking respect than Luhrix. And possibly more respect than Double Stuff. That's right, I'm calling him Double Stuff now. Until he loses at least 3 pounds. Double Stuff Diorio. Holy fucking shit. It's like this guy glances over suspicious behavior whenever it's convenient for him. Anyway, sweat the grease off your cheeks, Diorio. Go fight with Tommy again. Make him all fucking paranoid about how you're not trustworthy and a snake and you can ruin his life. Or go defend another 20-year-old sexting with a 14-year-old. Oh, but he thought she was 17. Yeah, man, that's definitely the story. Anyway, Just to wrap it up here, I heard, I gotta enter this. Max is thinking of making hit pieces on the fucking people that covered the whatever his downfall. I say go ahead, go for it. Your only two most notable targets that are the easiest to prove to be shit stains are Lerix and Nick the Oreo. But unfortunately, I think you lost your window of opportunity to do anything about it. Which really fucking sucks because you would have had a leg to stand on with those guys. Again, Diorio and Luhrix in particular. But whatever, it is what it is. Also, one last thing to address before I wrap this up. Motherfuckers say infighting. What infighting? I was never part of any of these fucking idiots. These people, aside from the ones that I know nothing about, which would be the Chud guy and the guy that starts with a K, who I wouldn't be surprised if they end up being integrated into that weird little network and shit, because this happens all the fucking time. Regardless, I have no real opinion on them. They're just kind of there. I'm not gonna fanboy about them and pretend they're the next coming of God like most chatters would. Not gonna try to be friendly with them because why? What the fuck? So no, there is no network I want to be integrated in. These are purely YouTubers. Purely for my entertainment, because over the years I've learned that they're just mostly snakes, if not people you can't throw very far, or you know that saying, I trust them about as far as I can throw them. I can't throw those people very far. They're probably at the same weight level of Diorio in that analogy, right? But yeah, I hope this wraps up any questions that you might have at the moment. Random chatters that are, constantly in my community posts. Expect me to post the new lolly for, Lerix every fucking, every couple days that I feel like it. Again, man, I know, I don't have a plan. If I feel like making fun of the idiot that just tramples on other people for whatever reason, I'm gonna do it. Alright? Stop crying about it. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be funny. Lerix is not a hero. He's just a weeb. He was a lolicon. There's too much smoke there. And if you deny it or you think otherwise, please tell him to reactivate his old Twitter account. And then all the people that keep crying and pretending like Lerix never liked any sexual lolly images will be proven wrong, just like I prove you wrong all the time. This is not a boast, over-the-top, exaggerated, sensationalized boast. This is just a fucking fact. YouTubers ain't shit. It's time you motherfuckers realize that. Everybody's a human being. It's just how you slither around these YouTube streets. Anyway, that's all I got for this. Eat shit if you like Lerix. If you like MrSEN, I will leave you to the leave you. Lead. God. Don't worry, I ain't going away. I'll go away when this gets too boring. But with interesting people, subjects of interest, persons of interest like this, it's always worth a little entertainment here and there. Anyway, that's all I got for this. Bye.